Welcome to the Alamo NEX Construction Truck Driver Orientation for I-35 Northeast Expansion. Here is a brief overview of the project. For reference, please refer to the red section of the map. You can see that it is 9.5 miles long and is expected to be a 6.5-year long project.
Today we will answer the following questions. Who is responsible for your personal safety? Who is responsible for notifying your supervisor when you do not have the tools or equipment needed to perform your job safely? Who is responsible for reporting unsafe acts or conditions to your supervisor?
You have to ask yourself, who is responsible for your personal safety? You are. Here's a quick contact list for our project safety team for your use. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. All employees working on a construction site shall be trained on that site-specific EAP. Please make sure to note the minimum requirements listed on this slide. Emergency lockdown procedure is as follows. Stop, sit, no activity, and make your badge visible.
Accident, injuries, and property damage reporting. All accidents, injuries, and property damages must be reported immediately to your supervisor as well as to the safety department. Follow your company's policy for the situation.
ID badge. All employees and contractors will be issued an ID badge and must be with each person at all times while on site. Employees without a badge will be removed from the project. Please take note of the contact information on the back of the badge. All employees are required to wear the appropriate PPE, from vests to hard hats, proper footwear, and safety glasses. Traffic is the greatest hazard that we are all exposed to every day. The greatest hazard to which we are all exposed daily. Do not assume that motorists are looking out for you. Only work and park vehicles inside the lane closure. Do not alter the lane closure for any reason. Put your vehicles between you and oncoming traffic. Report damaged or missing devices to your supervisor.
Alamo NEX Construction has a zero-tolerance policy regarding fall protection. There will be 100% fall protection beginning at 6 feet above the working surface and maintained 6 feet back from any leading edge.
Here are some examples of the types of heavy equipment utilized in the work zones. Please be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Overhead power lines. Always be looking out for overhead power lines. If power lines are not visible, stop and confirm before you proceed on raising your truck bed. Contact Alamo NEX Construction Safety Department if you have made contact with the overhead power line immediately. Do not touch the damaged utility for any reason.
Truck drivers are expected to maintain and inspect the truck and trailers daily. Avoid distractions, stay alert and focused on the job site. Dress appropriately for a job site. You'll have to have the correct PPE on if you step outside of the truck for any amount of time. All truck drivers are expected to remain in their truck. Maintain and inspect the truck and trailers daily, tire pressure, pins, bushings, hoist cylinders, etc. Avoid driver distractions, phones, radios, etc. Stay alert and focused while on the job site. Dress appropriately for a job site. Shirts with sleeves, pants, work boots, high visibility vests, hard hat, and safety glasses are required if you're going to step out of the truck at any amount of time. Maintain 3 points of contact when entering or exiting the truck. Always know where workers are located in the loading, hauling, and dumping areas. Drivers are responsible for ensuring the dump zone is clear before raising bed of truck. Be aware of the following obstacles, other equipment, other workers, uneven sloping surfaces, or poorly compacted fill and wind conditions. You may help prevent potential issues by ensuring the area is reasonably level and compacted before spreading material and by deflating the airbags before raising the dump box. Always make sure your backup alarm is in good operating condition. Set the trailer brakes and release the truck brakes during end dumping to avoid unexpected load shifting and tip over. Never raise a load too close to people, the roadway, other equipment, or trucks. When entering a job site, remember that there are others entering behind you. Obey all posted signs. Only enter and exit through the proper entrances and exits for that work area. If unsure of entrances and exits, contact your supervisor for this information. When using a fire extinguisher, use the pass method. Pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. Pull the pin, aim the hose, squeeze the handle, and sweep the extinguisher back and forth. Here are some important safety tips when backing up a vehicle. Turn and look at the rear while you back up. You may not be able to see directly behind you, so also utilize your side mirrors. Get a spotter when you can. Someone who is behind the vehicle where you can see them and give you information on how you're doing, and keep your speed very low, down to a crawl. When the center of gravity and the box load is not roughly between the frame rails of the unit, there's a risk of a tip over. A slight slope can be enough to cause a tipping if material sticks in the top of the box. Please see the following examples of problems caused by unleveled ground. This is one of the many reasons you need to be aware of your surroundings at all times. It is important that you only dump materials on level ground to help avoid issues like this one shown in the picture. Do not dump the load if a person or equipment is beside your truck. Make sure to check both sides as well as behind you prior to raising your bed. Don't let this happen to you. It is important that you watch for overhead objects and ensure that your bed is down prior to leaving the job site. Be aware of debris and objects/openings on ground. Environmental controls are very important on this job. Please do not drive over stormwater controls. Construction entrances and exits. Only use the planned and approved construction entrances and exits. If you do not know where they are located, ask. Do not guess. In order to avoid track out onto the roadway, please use the rock exits.
Spills. Each truck entering the job site shall be equipped with a spill kit. In the event of a spill, immediately contain the spill and notify the Alamo NEX Environmental Department.
Never dump side by side. This way, you avoid potential tip overs and damage to other equipment.
Do not move or tamper with traffic control devices. Traffic control devices are in place for a reason. For the safety of you and the traveling public, do not move or tamper with the traffic control devices. If you feel something needs to be changed, please contact your supervisor.
Improving and reinforcing safety practices and awarenesses takes a continuous effort in which we all have to do our part. Our goal: 0 accidents, 0 injuries, 0 excuses.